You know, what I love so much about making these videos is it gives me the excuse to try so many different fragrances. I mean, I've talked about this before, and it's easy to get caught up in this, but, you know, a lot of people take a look at all of these fragrances and think that they want that. And I'm just here to tell you that this is unrealistic. It's a waste of money to have this many, and you shouldn't strive for a collection like this. The only reason I have anything near this is because of this channel and because you guys watch and support the channel. But one thing that I love is being able to discover these fragrances that smell so good and almost give off like an unfair advantage. You know, when I smell these 10 fragrances, I think, okay, when I wear this, I'm making it super hard on all of the other guys around me because they're going to be competing against me with their cologne, and I can almost guarantee it's not going to be as good as mine. And I always think the same thing when I talk about these and I recommend them to you guys, that it's almost like you guys are an army. You know, when you're watching these videos, you're picking up these fragrances as well, and you're going out there and you're completely crushing it. No one else stands a chance. You're going to be the best smelling guy in that room. So today we have 10 fragrances guaranteed to make you smell better than everyone else around you. It's really unfair at this point. If you bust out any of these 10 fragrances, it's game on and good luck to everyone else out there, basically. We're sticking with all designers today. Going to try to keep it more affordable for you. We have everything from, you know, higher end designer to cheapies, $20, $25. Nice mix of things here. We also have a mix of fresher fragrances and sweeter fragrances, so a little bit of everything. Links to these will be down below at discounters, so you can pick them up at a price below retail. Let's go and get into this one. Starting off with Armani Stronger With You, Absolutely. Chestnut, rum, vanilla, and cedarwood are some of the main notes, and this is absolutely my favorite one in the line. At least this, and so far the new Only. A couple of my favorites. I would take this over the original and Intensely any day. And what I like so much about this one is it kind of plays on the original DNA, but adds a booziness and a bit more richness. One of my main problems with Intensely is that they took out the chestnut note, which you get prominently in here and in the original. And that's a note that I enjoy a lot. Smells fantastic to me, really kind of makes the fragrance, and it really gives it character. And when they took that out, I wasn't too impressed. But I can say that it's back here with a bit of a booziness, a rum accord, has more richness and depth overall. To me, this one is all around much more polished, a little bit more mature as well, and kind of just my pick. And it smells so great, you know. I mean, really, too many people out there aren't going to be wearing Absolutely because it's actually pretty hard to get still in the United States. You will be smelling one of a kind. Next up, another personal favorite of mine that is a bit of a newer release, but I've been so over the moon impressed with it. It's Y Le Parfum. Apple, sage, amberwood, tonka bean, all of that stuff. Man, it smells so good. You know, the EDP is a big favorite of mine as well. I didn't think it could get any better until I put my nose on this, and I'm like, all right, I have to say, YSL did it again. This is a perfect example of a parfum. You know, it's richer, stronger, a little bit more of a refined and mature take on the EDP and the EDT and Live and I guess Eau Fraiche. So to me, this is kind of the pinnacle of the line. Like, this is the one that I would pick if I had to choose. It would be hard between this and the EDP, but this would edge the EDP out by a little bit there. My favorite one, smells amazing. Strong stuff, big performer, big compliment getter. And this was actually kind of the inspiration of this video a little bit because I wore this one just yesterday at the time of me recording this. And I remember smelling it on myself and being like, this is so ridiculously unfair. Like, this is the best smelling thing that is going to be smelled in whatever room I walk into. That's just how it is. Let's get on to the cheaper side here with Perry Ellis Aqua Extreme. Lavender, geranium, tobacco, and juniper are some of the main notes. So really quite a captivating note breakdown given the name of the scent, the look of the bottle. It's kind of an aquatic style scent, a fresh summer style scent, but with a twist, with some depth, with a little bit of complexity. And I really like it a lot. It's blue fragrance inspired, but with bits and pieces of a, kind of a bright juniper, a little bit of a slightly smoky tobacco in here. It's different. They were striving to go in a different direction with this one, and they definitely achieved that. And it's one that stands out among a lot of other things. Smells unique, smells different, kind of fun and refreshing, and a big compliment getter as well. one that a lot of people don't talk about and a lot of people just may not even know about. But here you go, you heard it here. This one's really nice, it's affordable, and you should check it out. Ferragamo Uomo Signature is up next. So this one has tonka bean, it's got coffee, and it has leather. So, you know, what I like about this one is it's a little bit more of a kind of refined take on the original Uomo, which is incredibly sweet, very youthful, very playful. This one is still very sweet, but with the leather and with the coffee, it's a different twist. It makes it a bit more masculine, a little bit more grown up, a little bit more refined. Do keep in mind it is still playful, right? This whole line is pretty youthful and you know, not going to be for the mature gentleman for sure, but for my younger viewers out there, you would really find a lot of use out of this one. It would be very appealing to you and very appealing to the people around you. Huge mass-pleasing scent here, very strong performer. It's on the more affordable side. Used to be cheaper. These days, prices are up on just about everything, so you're looking at kind of mid-range designer price point now, which it's still worth that given the performance and the quality and just kind of the uniqueness to it. It does a lot of things very well. Another personal favorite of mine up next, one that just makes me feel on top of the world when I wear this one and when I smell it. It's ROCHAS Moustache Eau de Parfum, the big hype monster. You know, there's a reason why. It's not all smoke and mirrors. It's because this is truly incredible. And it smells like Yves Saint Laurent Tuxedo for a fraction of the price. Benzoin, vanilla, and pink pepper are some of the main notes. And I mean, it's what can I say? I don't even know how to describe how it makes me feel. It just makes me feel fantastic. It smells great. I'm a big fan of vanilla and benzoin, so you know, it would make sense that I would like this, but it's more than that as well. It's not as sweet as you may think. There's balance here, fresh balance, a little bit of a pink pepper, kind of fresh, spicy bite. So there's more going on than meets the eye, and it's one that I encourage you to check out, especially when it's in stock and you can get it for, you know, a relatively affordable price. I encourage you to try to avoid the eBay inflated prices. Just wait around till it comes in stock and then you can pick it up for a good price. And I think so many of you guys would find that you really enjoy the heck out of this one. It's that something different that a lot of people look for. You know, if you get caught up in all of the new trendy releases, this is kind of an outlier, something that gives you a different take, a different feel, and it smells absolutely amazing. Tommy Bahama ST.KITTS is up next. This is a brand that I have a lot of love for, man. Tommy Bahama, so cool because they're all so vacation-y and inspiring and summery and tropical. I love all their fragrances. You know, this one in St. Bart's, a couple of my favorites for sure. I wanted to throw this one in, something a little bit different. Kind of has bits and pieces of like a Versace Man Eau Fraiche blue bottle style scent with that star fruit. Sea salt, musk, watery notes, that sort of thing going on in here. So it's very tropical. Smells like you're at a summer resort by the water, on the beach, whatever. It just smells like vacation to me. A lot of their fragrances do, and that's why I like them, because I smell this and it transports me to summer, which I am heavily anticipating. And you got to think, you know, when you're on vacation, hopefully everyone's in a good mood, right? Maybe have some days where you're woke up on the wrong side of the bed, maybe a little bit hungover or something, but most of the time, if you're at a resort and you're on a vacation, everyone, whether they're in your travel group or not, are going to be fun. They're going to be happy. They're out in the sun. They have a drink in their hand, and they're feeling great. If you walk by wearing something fun like this, people are going to just think the world of you. They're going to be like, that dude smells amazing. He smells like vacation, and they're going to love it. This is a $20 to $25 scent. Very affordable. Great stuff. Next up, PACO Rabanne Pure XS. Another one of my personal favorites. You know, this one I think is held back by the fact that it's a PACO Rabanne. I've said this before, but so many people at this point have kind of written off the brand, especially older gentlemen out there, some of my older viewers. You probably hear PACO Rabanne and you think, nope, no, I don't want it, because you're thinking Invictus, you're thinking the original 1 million. And can I blame you? No, I can't. I can't be mad at that, right? They're known for making obnoxious bottles, obnoxious advertisements, and obnoxious fragrances. Not hating on them, not hating, but it's the truth. You know, Invictus Aqua, I love it. 1 million Lucky Privé, big fans. But, you know, a lot of their stuff is definitely going to be on the louder side. But when you go to Pure XS, this one here is very nice, very smooth. It's got liqueur, sugar, myrrh, a whole bunch of other notes as well. Let me reference my sheet here. Vanilla, liqueur, myrrh, sugar. Pretty much got everything there. Fresh and sweet. It sounds sweeter than it is on paper. You know, there's a real nice balance here. Very fun, a little bit gourmand, playful, smells fantastic, and it's one of those scents where I wear this and I'm like, yeah, I'm killing it. Like, this one here has me smelling amazing. Let's jump right back into summertime with AZZARO Chrome Extreme. So, I mean, when you think chrome, you think summertime, whether it be the original chrome, Chrome Pure, Chrome United, Chrome Sport, any of the other summer edition chromes, and a whole bunch more that I'm probably missing. The new EDP, right? You just, summer, you know, AZZARO Chrome, summer. That's what I think of. And of course, Extreme. I can't ever forget Extreme. This is a big one, you know. This is a one that's going to be on my skin a lot this spring and summertime, especially summer. C notes: orange, juniper berries, cashmerean, musk, some woods, that sort of thing. One of the reasons why this one is so big and so popular is that it has some similarities to Acqua di Gio Profondo, which that, you know, it's a $80, $90 scent at a minimum. If you're getting the 4.2 ounce bottle, I believe you're looking at just about $100, I believe, even at discounter. So it's not cheap. This one is, depending on the sale, anywhere from 30 to 50. At one point, Fragrance X had 100 ml bottles for $32, which was priced exactly the same as their 50 ml bottles. So that was kind of a you know, funny situation there for sure. That was sold out. Fragrance Net, $50 is kind of where this one typically falls, and that's still a great price for this one, by the way. You're still looking at about half the price of Profondo, and it is similar. You know, it's oceanic, watery, fun, a little bit citrusy, you know, modern and clean with the woods and cashmere going on in here. It's very fun and playful. Great summertime scent as well. Would be a good vacation scent. And this one, you know, especially when you get some heat on this DNA, just goes crazy, and it'll work for you in the best way possible. Have fun. That's all. I mean, that's just the truth. That's all I'm going to say. Have fun with it, because that one there could get you into some trouble or good situations, I guess, depending on how you look at it. Okay, ARMAF Milestone is up next. I had to do it. Had to throw it in. You know, Creed is a niche brand that I have lots of. I did a count. I've got over 20 bottles of Creed, I believe, which is just absurd. And no one needs that many. You know, again, we're going back to that. I'm not going to lie to you and say you need that many fragrances. No one does. But here's the thing. This smells like Millésime Imperial for a fraction of the price. I don't even know if it's a quarter of the price. I don't know, really. I haven't looked at the price of Millésime Imperial lately, but this, I believe, is going for, I don't know, $40, $50 or so on discounters, and Millésime Imperial is probably, what, over $300? I really don't know for sure, but the point is, this is way more affordable, way more obtainable. C notes: red fruit, violet, and musk are some of the main notes. Smells amazing. They nailed the opening on this one. It's not harsh and synthetic like the opening of Club de Nuit Intense Man, which is their Aventus clone. I mean, this one starts off right off the rip, smelling luxurious and smelling like liquid gold. It smells like you're sailing on a yacht in summertime. You got all of your friends, your family around you. You're having a great time on a boat. And that's what this DNA is all about, and it works great. It smells fantastic. You're going to smell fancy, even though you really didn't have to pay a fancy price. And last up for this video, we have John Varvatos XX Artisan. So came out in 2020. One of the newer artisans, if not the newest, maybe. I can't remember for sure. But all I know is it's got vetiver, it's got Sichuan pepper, it has bitter orange, and it smells amazing. This is their take on a vetiver fragrance. They haven't done one yet. You know, they've featured vetiver in a lot of their fragrances, I believe, or a good amount. And a lot of the John Varvatos usually have pretty big note breakdowns. But this is their first vetiver-centric one. It's soapy, it's clean, it's versatile, it's fresh, it's very mass-pleasing, and it smells amazing. Love it. One of my favorite John Varvatos. And that's shocking for me to say because it's one of their newer ones. And John Varvatos, they started up here, and they started going like this. They started going downhill. I mean, they really kind of peaked with Artisan Pure, I believe. You know, they had, Vintage. They had the original Artisan. They had Artisan Aqua, Artisan Blue, the original John Varvatos. All of those are amazing. They had Artisan Aqua, and that's when they, or I'm sorry, no, they had Artisan Pure, and that's when they hit this peak of everyone hyping the crap out of Artisan Pure. And what did they do after that? First of all, Artisan Pure was incredibly hard to get in the United States, out of stock everywhere, no retailers, nothing, couldn't even get it, but it was still hyped to the very top. But then releases after that started to flop. A lot of them sucked, and I'll say it, a lot of them were not very good. I've covered a lot of them, not fans of a good amount of their newer releases after that. But then they brought it back to earth here with Artisan XX. This is kind of what I expect from them, and we're not getting that for a while. But don't let some of those others taint you from the brand anymore. If you want that original John Varvatos style, go for Artisan XX. Absolutely amazing. Smells fantastic. Alrighty guys, that's going to do it for me. That is 10 fragrances that are basically guaranteed to have you smelling better than everyone else. It's basically unfair when you apply these and you head out. So keep that in mind. You know, people are going to be rocking their you know, Nautica Blue. I'm trying to think of some fragrances that, you know, more generic, not hating on them because I actually like Nautica Blue, but you get what I'm saying. These are well above a lot of the other things that your average dude are going to be wearing, and they're going to get you a lot of compliments. Links down below so you can check them out at a price below retail. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you tomorrow with another one. Take care.